Okay, picture this. August 29, 2025. We're deep in Central Asia, mountains all around, and the sound. The roar of a football crowd. Something just, well, incredible happened.
Yeah,
The Indian men's national team, our Blue Tigers, they pulled off this amazing 2-1 win against Tajikistan. Historic stuff.
absolutely. And it wasn't just like another win on the board.
No, definitely not. For fans everywhere, Mumbai, Kerala, you name it, it felt huge, like this collective gasp of possibility. It broke a 17-year wait against a team ranked way higher, just sparked so much hope.
A key point to consider here is that this isn't merely a scoreline. Our deep dive today, well, it's about understanding the real context, the key players, and honestly, the sheer strategic determination that finally broke that long-standing jinx.
Right.
We'll unpack why this particular victory resonates so deeply, both, on the pitch and for the broader future of Indian football.
Okay, let's get into it then. We're talking
Yeah.
India, ranked, what was it, 133rd, facing Tajikistan 106th.
Yeah, quite a difference.
And on their home turf, too, in Hisor, a place maybe more famous for old fortresses than football stadiums, right? So the odds were definitely stacked. What do you think was the biggest mental hurdle they had to get over? Just to believe.
That's a really crucial question. I think the first hurdle was probably just the stage itself. This match was part of the CAFA Nations Cup.
Right. That's pretty new, isn't it? Launched in 2023.
Exactly. It's designed to boost competition among Central Asian nations. Iran, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan.
And India got a guest invite.
Yeah, which is actually a big deal. A nod to our growing presence in the region. Think of it less like a huge glamorous cup and more like a really high-stakes neighborhood league,
Okay.
Crucial for teams trying to build confidence, improve their FIFA rankings. It's different from the AFC Asian Cup, but these wins, they really matter for future qualifiers and things like that. They open doors.
And leading up to this are Blue Tigers.
Well, they'd had a bit of a bumpy ride in 2025, hadn't they? 4 matches before this one, only 1 win, a draw, 2 losses.
Yeah, inconsistent. That kind of rough patch, it led to a coaching change. And that's where Khalid Jamil comes in as the interim head coach. Now, he's a name people know in Indian football circles, a homegrown talent, born in Kuwait, but grew up in India.
Right, and famously, he was the first Indian coach to win the I-League, wasn't he?
Yeah.
With Aizawl FC, the underdogs, back in 2021.
Exactly. He really kind of embodies that underdog spirit himself.
Well, a key insight into Jamil's approach is his very practical, no-nonsense style. He emphasizes strong defense, quick counters, and he has this laser focus on set pieces, getting that back line solid.
Makes sense.
But yeah, there was some initial skepticism around his appointment. People wondered, could that I-League success really translate to the national team, especially on the international stage and as an interim guy?
That sounds incredibly practical, though, focusing on the fundamentals. But
Yeah.
for an interim coach, stepping into a team that's been, let's say, inconsistent, how tough is it to actually instill that kind of discipline and team spirit so fast, especially with that skepticism you mentioned? Did that add pressure?
Oh, absolutely. The challenge is immense. It's not just about tactics. It's about man management, unifying a squad under new leadership in, no time at all.
Right.
But his experience with Aizawl, where he built that incredible team spirit against all odds, that was vital. He understands the underdog mindset, how to get the absolute maximum effort out of players. It was about building belief fast, believing their collective grit could beat individual talent.
And the prep for this Tajikistan game, it sounded pretty intense. They camped in Jamshedpur, really working on fitness, tactics. And it also saw the return of Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, the veteran keeper. Huge deal. He'd been sidelined under the last coach.
Yeah, that was significant.
He's just this towering presence, right? 6'4", Bengaluru FC, over 70 caps. His return wasn't just about skill, though he has plenty. It felt symbolic, like experience and leadership were back.
Definitely.
And the squad itself felt like a smart mix. Young guys like Vikram Partap Singh, but also seasoned players like Sandesh, Jhingan, a good blend.
Looking at the other side, though, Tajikistan were genuinely formidable. Ranked higher, like we said, 106th. Playing at home, Hisor Central Stadium, 20,000 fans.
Yeah, home advantage is huge.
And they were coming off a really strong run in the 2023 AFC Asian Cup, made it to the quarterfinals. Their coach, Peter Segret, he's Croatian, knows Asian football well, had an aggressive, well-organized team.
Any key players to watch on their side?
Definitely Sharum Samiev, their forward, really quick. And just that historical weight, India hadn't actually beaten Tajikistan since 2008. That's a long time. That kind of jinx, it plays on your mind.
Wow, 2008. Okay. So, setting the scene. Crisp August evening, electric vibe in the stadium, mountains in the background. For the Blue Tigers, this wasn't just another match. It felt like a chance to, I don't know, reset, rebuild morale.
Absolutely. A chance for redemption.
And Jamil's lineup showed that defensive intent right away. Jhingan and Anwar Ali anchoring the center, Rahul Beke giving width, Jhingan Singh in midfield trying to control things, forwards waiting to pounce on the break. It felt like a clear plan.
Leaning into their strengths.
And then, boom, the match just explodes. 5 minutes in, India strike. It came from this massive long throw-in. Mohammad Uvais Moikal from left back just launched it into the box.
Like a slingshot.
Exactly. Caused total chaos, defenders scrambling everywhere. And Anwar Ali, the 24-year-old from Punjab, plays for Mohun Bagan.
Yeah, one of our best young defenders.
He just rose above everyone, got his head to it. Maybe a bit messy, but who cares? It went in. Past their keeper, Muridin Hassanov, showed that aerial power he has.
Incredible start. Just what they needed.
And they didn't stop there. The Blue Tigers just kept coming. Barely 8 minutes later, 13th minute on the clock, Anwar Ali turns provider this time.
Wow.
Whips in this dangerous, swerving cross from the right side. Rahul Beck, bombing forward from defense, timed his run perfectly, got a powerful header on it.
Overlapping brilliantly.
Hassanov, the keeper, he parried it. But who was there? Sandesh Jhingan. Our wall, 32 years old, FC Goa player, just stabbed it home after the deflection.
Clinical finish from a defender. Jhingan, after all his injury battles too, shows that instinct.
2 goals up in 13 minutes from 2 defenders.
Yeah, and if we zoom out a bit, these 2 early goals, both from defenders.
Yeah.
They aren't just like lucky breaks, you know?
Right, it feels strategic.
It brilliantly showcases Jamil's pragmatic focus on set plays. This is a very deliberate tactic. Our national team, historically, we've often struggled to convert these dead ball situations, especially against stronger teams.
True.
So this disciplined organization, this commitment to making every chance count, not just relying on maybe a moment of brilliance from one player, it signals a potentially sustainable way for India to compete against higher-ranked sides. It showed they knew their strengths and how to hit Tajikistan where it hurt.
But then Tajikistan, stung by those 2 quick goals, they hit back almost right away.
Expected them to respond.
Yeah, 23rd minute. Sheridan Boboev played a smart pass, released Sharam Samyev. We talked about his pace.
Like a cheetah chasing prey, as they say.
He just burned past Jhingan, used his speed, and slotted it past Sandhu. Clinical finish. Just like that. 2-1.
Oof. Momentum shift.
Totally.
Wow.
And the rest of the first half, honestly, India were kind of hanging on. That early blitz gave way to some really determined defending, a proper test of their nerve.
Holding that lead till halftime was crucial.
Then the second half, wow, it was basically a siege, wasn't it?
It really was. Tajikistan just threw everything at them. Pressed high, wave after wave of attacks, really testing India's shape and, frankly, Sandhu in goal.
And our nerves back home. Then around the 60th minute, the big flashpoint. Controversy.
The penalty.
Yeah, Vikram Partap Singh was judged to have fouled Rustam Soyerov inside the box. The stadium just went wild. Penalty to Tajikistan.
Oh man, heart and mouth moment.
Seriously, I think I actually jumped. You just sensed the equalizer coming. But then the penalty taker steps up, and Gurpreet Singh Sandhu had other ideas.
The Spider-Man.
Exactly. Dove full stretch to his right, got those incredibly long legs out. You see why they call him that, and just blocked the shot. Powerfully. It wasn't just a save. It felt like a game changer. Pure heroism.
And you have to ask then, how much did that single save completely change the psychology of the game for both teams?
Massively, you'd think.
Because what's fascinating here is Sandhu's heroics, they weren't just luck. This comes from hours of preparation, studying opponents' penalty takers, honing those reflexes, skills he sharpens week in, week out in the ISL.
Right. That league experience counts.
It showed this mental strength, this focus that just seemed to spread through the whole team. It gave them that extra bit of belief, like, we can actually hold this. A moment like that, it can galvanize a team like nothing else.
And he wasn't finished. Sandhu made, 5 more crucial saves in that half?
Phenomenal performance.
Each one felt more important than the last. Denied this absolute thunderbolt in the 85th minute. Made another key stop near the end, just refused to be beaten.
And the defense in front of him really dug in.
Yeah, India's strategy was clear, defend deep, soak it all up. Jamil brought on subs like Nawar Mahesh Singh, who actually had a great shot, saved himself earlier.
Yeah, that left-footed drive.
And Nikhil Prabhu, Danish Farooq. They came on specifically to just shield that backline. The whole team basically became this compact fortress, just trying to suffocate every Tajik attack.
Turning themselves into a wall.
Exactly. And when that final whistle finally blew, Man, the relief on the Indian bench, you could almost feel it through the screen.
Must have been immense.
Sandesh Jhingan said it perfectly after the match, something like, Indian fans waited a long time for this. I know we defended deep, maybe we're still rusty, but we have to build on this, need to show more character against Iran.
That's good honesty. Acknowledging the imperfections even in victory.
Yeah, refreshing, right? Shows they know it's a process, there's more work to do.
So beyond the pure relief and excitement, let's maybe drill down into some key individual performances. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, obviously, was the standout, the linchpin.
Without a doubt.
His Spider-Man reflexes, as you mentioned, they're not just reflexes, they're built on that preparation and his ISL experience. Then you've got Anwar.
Goal and an assist. Incredible contribution.
Absolutely. Really cementing his status as one of Indian football's most valuable assets, you could say. His composure is remarkable for a 24-year-old.
He looks so calm on the ball.
And Sandesh Jhingan, despite maybe that one moment where Semiev got past him, his leadership in organizing that defense, especially under pressure, was vital.
The wall.
Yeah. And Rahul Bek adapted really well, provided that energy down the flank. And Jigson Singh in midfield maybe doesn't grab headlines, but he was the glue, wasn't he?
Definitely. Doing the quiet work.
Breaking up play, keeping the ball moving when they could. Really important role.
But even with all that brilliance, you could see areas needing work, right? Our forwards, like Vikram Partap Singh, sometimes looked a bit cut off.
Isolated. Yeah.
Almost like bystanders, because the service wasn't always there. It kind of highlights that need for smoother, quicker transitions, getting the ball from defense to attack more effectively if we want to build on wins like this.
Yeah, and from a broader tactical view, it's interesting, isn't it? Tajikistan had way more possession, maybe around 60% of the ball.
Right, they dominated the ball.
But India's efficiency in those absolutely key moments, set-piece goals, the penalty save, the crucial blocks, that's what won the day. It wasn't about controlling the game through possession. It was about tactical discipline and making every single chance, every defensive action count, especially under that kind of pressure.
A different way to win.
Exactly, and maybe a crucial lesson for our national team moving forward, especially when playing against technically superior sides.
Yeah.
You don't always have to outplay them. Sometimes you have to outthink and outfight them.
So, stepping back then, what does this single victory really mean for Indian football as a whole? The Lipples seem bigger than just 3 points.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
For a sport that, let's be honest, has sometimes struggled with administrative issues, inconsistent results, this is a massive morale booster. Hugely needed.
You feel that positive momentum building lately, though, right? The AIFF, the All India Football Federation, seems to be investing more in grassroots. Academies are popping up.
Yeah, there are positive signs. And the leagues, the ISL and the I-League, they've raised standards, brought in better formed players, improved infrastructure. It's definitely helping.
But there are still hurdles.
Well, a crucial query that emerges, despite all this progress, is what are those enduring challenges? And yeah, they're still there. Things like, match attendance. Outside the big derby games, many league matches still struggle to fill stadiums.
Right.
Limited international exposure for our players is another big one. We need more Indian talents playing regularly in top leagues overseas, getting tested at higher levels.
And the youth development pipeline.
Always crucial. We need better, more widespread systems that can consistently identify and nurture talent across the country, feeding that talent into the national setup. A sustainable pipeline is key for the long term.
It's funny, you think back to India's football past, the 50s and 60s. We were actually a force in Asia back then.
Absolutely. Olympic semifinals in '56. Legends like P.K. Banerjee, Chuni Goswami, household names.
Right. And today, with over 1.4 billion people, the sheer potential is just staggering, isn't it?
Immense.
Wins like this one against Tajikistan, especially against a stronger team on their turf, could that genuinely ignite more widespread interest? Get more kids choosing football boots over cricket bats? Maybe recapture some of that old glory?
You hope so. And the true insight here, I think, is how football in India really goes beyond just sport. It's a symbol of unity.
Yeah, you see that in the team.
Players from Manipur, Punjab, Goa, Kerala, all corners of the country, different backgrounds, uniting into that one flag, playing for one goal. It bridges divides. And even, the sportsmanship from Tajikistan, being gracious hosts despite the loss. It highlights that healthy rivalry actually fuels growth for everyone. These international games build something bigger. It's about national pride, shared dreams.
So, looking immediately ahead then, what's next after this huge win?
Well, the celebration can't last too long. The next challenge is massive, Iran, September 1st.
Oof. Group favorites, ranked 20th in the world.
Exactly. Packed with quality, stars like Mehdi Taremi playing in Europe, it's a huge step up.
What are the stakes for that match and the rest of the group?
Really high. The group winner advances in the CAFA Nations Cup. Plus, any positive result, especially against Iran, could give India a significant boost in the FIFA rankings.
Which helps with future draws.
Precisely. Especially crucial for things like the qualifiers for the 2027 AFC Asian Cup. Every point counts. So yeah, the journey definitely continues, and the tests get tougher. But this victory, that gritty 2-1 win in Hisor, it's so much more than just numbers on a scoreboard. It's this powerful story, isn't it? A narrative of pure perseverance. It really makes you wonder, who says underdogs can't roar?
Right.
Could this blend of defensive grit, smart tactics under Jamil, and that renewed team spirit, could this actually be the catalyst, the spark that helps Indian football finally start realizing its massive, untapped potential on the world stage? What do you think this echo will lead to?